Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've all been well. I hope you're enjoying the last of your holidays before school starts. I look like I have just black under my eyes. I don't. Like, I come up closer and it's not really there, but clearly I'm just tired. So that's why I look today. But anyway, we are doing a Kmart haul. So I have this big giant bag of stuff that I got from Kmart. So let's get into that and let's find out what we got. So, my aim of going into Kmart was more or less to just find a couple of like lunch boxes. I got some really good ones from Spencel that I absolutely love, but I accidentally stuffed up the order myself, and now I have one big one, one small one, when I kind of need another big one and another small one now because of the way I want it, but I wanted two big ones originally. But then I went into Kmart because I just didn't want to wait for that to be delivered because I'm impatient, and then I found some other things that I kind of really loved, and then I just kept putting stuff in the trolley. So now we have a haul. Instead of just me getting two lunch boxes and you never knowing about it, we have a whole bag of stuff to share. So first thing is first. It says oatmeal wheat straw lunchbox with cutlery. Now, how cool is that? Like, this looks really, really, really nice. So I'm going to try and open this. Anyway, you've got your little cutlery thing that you can access here at the top. So how good is that you can put that right at the top? That's just one of those little clip ones, and then you've just got two compartments. So I bought this one for the kids. So I've got, unfortunately they only took two colors. There was a pink one and there was this one. So I do have a pink one. Here's the pink one. So we have a pink one and we just have this one. Unfortunately there wasn't like a blue or any other color, but I'm sure my son won't mind. But that's going to be his, that's going to be my daughter's, and I think I might be able to fit that in their lunches along with another little lunchbox, but we'll see how we go. I just thought these were a really, really great idea. So that's them two. Then I got two of these. Now these are basically going to be for me and hubby. So when I start preparing all their like lunches and stuff the day before, I'm going to prepare now my husband and myself a lunch. So these are just a quick, they're basically like a little meal prep one. These are microwave safe as well, which I do really, really love. Along with the ones I've just shown you as well. These are microwave safe as well. So if only the kids actually had a microwave at school, I just think that would be really handy to have a microwave at school for kids these days. But anyway, these are microwavable safe, and I'm going to just start prepping mine and hubby's meals in these ones as well. I really, really enjoyed all the colors that I got originally from Kmart to do just for my mindful coloring, mindful, you know, sort of activities that I do to help my mental health every single day, like all those self-love books and all that type of thing. Sometimes I do like little drawings and stuff or highlight things, but the pens that I did have, they were great, but there was just such a small selection of colors. So I grabbed this and I hope it's just as good, because I don't know if these are really good, but they've got a bit of colors. Like, all those blues are actually different shades of blue, whereas some of those packs had two of the exact same blues, which really annoyed me. But I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what pack I did buy, but it was one from Kmart. But I'm excited to use these, and I hope these turn out just as good. They look like they have a double end, so one should be a thicker point and one should be a thinner point. So I'm definitely excited to use those for all my little mindful things that I do, like my little word searches. You would have seen my previous Kmart haul where like my giant one I think I did, where I had like all these books and activity things that I would do, and I bought the pens for. So that is in a previous one. I'll probably pop that in the description below, that Kmart haul as well. My son wanted this because I was going through all the like back to school section. I didn't really go in there for back to school stuff, but I came out with a bunch of stuff. But my son really wanted this, and it says plan it out. It's just one of those desktop ones that you can sit on your desk and like plan your week. He doesn't really do that, but we'll see what he does with this. I'm sure he's just probably going to scribble on it and use it as a drawing pad. I couldn't resist getting these. There's such a range of colors. There's like metallic, there's pastel, there's just your normal. So I am definitely keen on using all of these. I think it was like $9 for this one. But huge. I love having a lot of different colored textures in the house. With all those markers, I needed a pencil case. So I just got a quick plain pink pencil case, and it's just got 3 different zipper areas that I can put all these in, so I can separate those markers and probably put my old ones in there as well. I just want to sit this on my desk, so just when I am thinking of something and I don't have my big folder out or my journal or something out, I want just to quickly write something on here so I can quickly do it later. Now it looks to be, and I'm not 100% sure, but it's got the lining down the middle, and I can even feel it. So it looks like you'll be able to just like easily, like, you know, take it off and easily rip these into 2 as well. So fingers crossed that's what it does. But it just says to do and notes, and it's just a cute little sort of rainbowy color. So that's just going to sit there for just when I quickly need to dot something down that I remember. Now I just saw this, and it's a sticker book, $350 for decorating your planners and all that. And it just got these gorgeous little things. I like making things look prettier. So I thought, why not get this and doll my stuff up? Because you know how you like look at all those people that journal and they just have such neat writing and just have such cute little stickers and just all these little doodle notes and stuff, and I wish mine could look like that, but I don't know, fingers crossed that helps. So with my upcoming, I've mentioned in my previous video, and I haven't really sort of said much about it, but I am in the middle of putting together my poetry book. I've been writing poetry since, I don't know, I was probably 6 years old, and I was not very good back in the day, but I've kept pretty much nearly all of my poems. Some I've burnt over time because I was angry about something or whatever I did with it, but I am going to try and get a copy of all of my poetry and put it into this folder. And then basically, once it's in this folder, I can then separate it into, my idea is to use these. So once, so every single poem that I've ever written should be in the one spot so that I don't have doubles of it every single place, because what I'm struggling with now is when I'm writing and I'm putting stuff together, I'm like, oh my god, did I already put that particular poem in this book already? And it's really hard to keep track. So what I'm going to do is just get everything in here, make sure everything has a title, and then try alphabetically organize it to see if I've doubled up. Then it's going to go from here into one of these. So I am going to use one of these to basically, each one is going to represent a book, or at least represent something in particular. So this is going to be basically my book that I'm going to be making, and then every poem that I want that categorizes correctly with this book will go into this folder on display so I can see which ones I have, and then that's my plan on how to sort of get my book together. So I basically have everything written, I just need to get it organized. And then that will be, there's another book I already am not working on, but I'm seeing a poem and I'm like, okay, that suits really, really well for this one. So these are basically going to be 2 different books of poetry, and that's basically how I'm going to organize them from now on. So as I write a new book each time, I'll get a new folder. So these are only like $1, so easy and cheap. I think some were even 50 cents. Okay, so next I have, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. So I've basically got a binder that you can zip up so that nothing falls out, just in case I have like loose papers and stuff I end up putting in here. And then I'm going to have my little dividers for each little section. Although I probably don't really need these as much, but I am going to use it just so it's easier to find the book that I want. But I got about 8 or 10 of these books. I don't know how many is actually going to fit in this folder. I probably should have got a second one, but each book's going to be for something, whether it's things that I need to buy, or things that we need to do around the house, things that we want to achieve that year, or things for the kids. I'm just like naming like categories of different books because I love lists, and I love putting together things and crossing things off and actually remembering things and achieving things and having a reminder of things that we really want to get done. So that's what these books are basically for. So you know, one's going to be just or like even a schedule of what I want my life to look like, and then ways that I can get there. But yeah, so basically each one's going to be a little category, and so I have all of that particular category in the same place, and then I can go back and refer to it, because I'm so sick of just having doodle notes just sitting around the whole entire house. And It's never in one spot. It's never in the same book. And I just want to get organized for once. Like this year, I really want to be organized. But organized happy, not organized stressed. If that makes any sense to anybody out there. And we also have, okay, so I couldn't resist, but I wanted to get myself like a gorgeous looking pen. And oh, I just love, look at that. So I got myself a nice pen. And then I couldn't resist these. Like, I don't need them. I wanted them. So I just got a couple more pens. I think they are gel ink pens. Yeah, they're gel ink pens. I mean, there's doubling up of colors, so I'll probably give some to the kids as well, but I just really wanted them. Maybe it'll pretty some things up in my journaling. And then these. I don't know where the rest of these were. This is the only one I could find. It was already damaged, but I don't care because the inside's not damaged. But this reminds me of my childhood, and I am going down to visit family, and we're going to go camping, and I just really wanted these. So, basically, when I was growing up, we would go camping like every single weekend. And, you know, like, it was just what we did. We were a camping family, and I haven't actually taken our kids camping, which sounds ridiculous, to go... It's insane to go from camping every single weekend growing up to now. My kids have never even been camping, so... Anyway, we basically had, when we were camping, we had these 2 cups, and I remember there was a blue one, there was a red one, and there was like a silver one. And we had these metal tumble cups, and we just loved drinking out of them. They were always our cups that we'd go camping with, and when I see these, it kind of just reminds me of camping and really good times. And since we're going to be camping for a few days when we're going down to Victoria on our holiday, I really wanted to have these for the kids, so when they go camping throughout the times, because I'm going to definitely make a lot more effort to do that, hopefully it kind of just becomes a little memory for them. But it's definitely a good memory for me, so I needed to get those for our little trip away and for camping in the future. Now, last thing is, because I cannot help myself, I did get these. Some books. I wanted to get more, and my son was just like busting to go to the toilet, so it was probably a good sign for me to get out of Kmart. But the first one is, it's called The Journal. The Journal You Never Knew You Needed. I think this one was maybe between $9 or $11. I'm sure I'll put the amount up on the screen. But it's just a journal where it basically asks you questions, and then you sort of write down the answers. And there was something I came across. They put like a quote in here, and they were like, what does this quote mean to you? So here's the quote, and it says, the eyes of other... Well, this is a different one. The eyes of others, our prisons. The eyes of others, our prisons. Their thoughts, our cages. What does this quote mean to you? So obviously there's definitely a couple of quotes in here, and they're asking what it means to you. But there's also a bunch of other questions, like think about your legacy. What do you want to leave? And it's just really thought-provoking, sort of deeper knowledge about yourself. And it's just a really good book for just trying to really, like a mental health book. I'm not going to like really get into that, but it's a mental health book in a way. Then I got this one, and it says, beautifully brave and unconventional guide to owning your worth, cultivating self-love, and standing in your power. So when I looked at this, the title grabbed my attention, and then the thing, which one? It was something about self-love. And the first sentence was myths about self-love that I opened up to. And it says, self-love is the single most important part of yourself. It is the answer to every single thought in your mind, to every worry, to every fear, to everything you ever dreamed in constant journey. That's actually not what I read. It says, self-love is sometimes thrown around like a trending hashtag, like something you do once or on an occasion. If you search the hashtag self-love online, you'll find millions of pictures that have little to do with the actual true love of thyself. If millions of people really love themselves whole all the way in, through the ups and downs, and committed to expressing that love publicly in all that they do, then the world would look like a much different place. We aren't there yet, but I believe it's possible, and I believe it starts with you. So that one just resonated so true to me, because everyone's just like hashtag self-love, and they go out and they take a nice pretty photo. Yeah, cool. You might love yourself in that moment, and that is a little bit of self-love, but it's not really what this whole self-love thing is about. So there's just a lot of hashtag self-love that isn't really self-love. But yeah, so that sentence kind of like, it's just where I opened up to, and it just resonated. And then I just had a quick flick through some of the other topics that it talks about in this book, and I really, really wanted to get that book. So not that I have enough books already to read, but I definitely thought that one was worth the buy to just at least add to the shelf that I'll eventually get to. But that is my Kmart haul today. That is everything, and that's basically a little bit of stuff I shouldn't have bought. And it's I didn't really need to buy this, but it's just something I've really been wanting to do. I wanted new pens, and I wanted a folder for all my lists, and I wanted those little lunch boxes. So I did buy things that I intentionally did want. So I didn't technically just go and buy random stuff and put it all on my trolley. Books I did though. I really shouldn't go down the book section because I always buy stuff that I shouldn't down there. I need to finish all my other books before I do that. And I mean, I've probably got like 50 books I need to get through right now. But anyway, that's today's haul. That's Kmart. This is my life and this is who I am. Welcome if you haven't been here before. But please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.